Hi colleagues, my name is Alexei and I'm going to share my experience with integration with real-time campaigning in one of the most telco companies in Russia. We made it together with my colleagues, Fedor and Andrei. Fedor will tell you a little bit more information regarding Ignite, and I'm share with you project approach. So, do you know what is real-time campaigning? Please raise your hands if you know what is this. Real-time campaigning. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what is real-time campaigning? So, there is no secret that in-time communication with your customer could increase customer loyalty and could your customer earn more, right? How it works? It allows you to greatly increase the conversion in your marketing campaign, right? Communication at the right time with the client allows you to sell more and more. If you respond to changes in subscriber behavior quickly, you earn more and increase the loyalty. Yep. As a result, capital costs and for real-time system work better, and you get fast return of investment. It is important to understand that making proposals after a minimum pause from a target event, you are making it clear to the client and that you understand what your customer needs right now. Yep. The reward for this is the customer loyalty, once again, and loyalty to your products, your services, your brand, and something like that. To be honest, but not everything so simple. We need a right campaign strategy. Yeah, it is necessary to clearly separate online and offline campaigning. In case of offline campaigning, you are making communication strategy with a predefined set of the customers. You work with list of customers. You know your customer. Otherwise, for real-time campaigning, you need to make a triggers. You just put your nets in the ocean, in your data ocean, and just waiting your goldfish, right? If you look at this graph, you can see time in seconds and response time or take rate. Better take rate will be at the first 1, 2, or 3 seconds of the customer action. Yep, you can react in this time. So let's enlarge our segment with 1 second. What should we do? We have too much work to make in 1 second. First of all, we have on the left side we have our client and data streams from our client. Data streams like SMS, calls, moving, and something like that. All regarding your client needs to move to real-time campaigning. You also need, it works. You also need your customer record. Customer record brings all data regarding your customers. Who is your customer? Male, female, your income, his income, his habits, and something like that. We need to enrich from customer record or from enterprise data warehouse or in-memory store and enrich the data and then process by rules, by specific rules that you created before. Rules, calculations, and enrichments means that you need by your hands. Yes, this is your strategy to communicate with your customer, And these rules taking your target events. Target events means that not all data coming from data streams are leading to target event. We have some garbage on this side, and through different transformations, we taking your target event. And on target event, you should make an offer selection and communication. Yes, this all process should consist around 1 second. Yeah. So based on our project, we have following business requirements: synchronous, asynchronous channels integration. I'll speak it a little bit later. Unica campaign integration, IBM Unica, I mean. Common interfaces for batch and real-time campaigning. What is common interface? Not only real-time campaigning working with our servers, and other services also working with our servers. Target control group selection, contact policy, contact history, and real-time customer profile. Real-time customer profile filled by incoming messages, as I said before, from incoming streaming. Regarding SLAs, 10,000 requests per second and 1.5 second response time for any request. Let's take a look on architecture picture. We have on the left side streaming data sources, 10,000 requests per second from enterprise service bus. Enterprise service bus, enterprise service bus provide us a unified connection for any resources or any streaming and proceed it and move events into our system. Divided by 2, like this. On top of, we have synchronous events. What is synchronous request? Synchronized requests are getting into our system and waiting our response. It should be around 1.5 seconds. What happened after that? Incoming events are going into Apache Ignite, where it stores subscriber profile loaded before from Teradata Enterprise Data Warehouse. It could be not Teradata, it could be any relational database. And we enrich incoming messages from on the Apache Ignite site and going to Teradata, our team, for relevant to take relevant offer. We have some balancers on this site before Apache Ignite and before Teradata, our team. From before Apache Ignite site, we have balancer with round robin topology. Before Teradata, our team, we have a list connection topology. Okay, on Teradata, our team and Apache Ignite, this is the clusters. Apache Ignite has around has 17 servers. Teradata, our team, around 10 servers. After Teradata, our team getting us a relevant offer, we are going to Apache Ignite and store information regarding which offer are selected by Teradata, our team. Also, we make a target control group selection or determination, and if our customer moves to target group, then we make a request or response to enterprise service bus. And then, these events moves to our client by SMS, by email, by self-service, some banner, some banner on the website. Okay. Underneath, we have another one mechanism. Yep. This is as asynchronous channels. Asynchronous channels means that our client not going directly to us, and we are waiting some event from client. For example, if he moving to another place, and what else? He sent some SMS. He could pay by your bill and something like that. All integration made by Apache Kafka cluster. Apache Kafka cluster has different topics, which allows us to prevent us to lose the data. Okay. We have additional component. This is an open source WSO2 stream processor. Provide us holistic instrument to determine which events is the business event. Not all events are going to Apache Ignite cluster, and we can filter it over there. After a WSO2 stream, pre-filtered streaming are going to Apache Ignite, and then all works are the same as I said before. We also have IBM Unica integration. This is an ad hoc requests from business users on predefined user lists, subscriber lists, and we have around 10 million requests a day, 10 million requests as subscribers on the Apache Ignite site directly for control target group selection. And our business users also works with WSO2 stream processor and Teradata team. Over there, guys can change his business rules, make some decisions, and deploy new types of rules for offer selection and for filtering incoming streaming data. Okay, so I would like to stop to share with you control group determination explanation. Yep, Fedor can help me with it. Yep.
As Alexei previously said, one of the most important features which we build on top of Apache Ignite is control group selection. Owner of the campaign management system should be able to understand the effectiveness of campaigns. Usually it's done using approach based on splitting all amount of campaign participants in two groups. After our team makes offer, we can send it to our client or not. If we decide to send it, this participant go to target group. If we decide not to send, it go to control group. When it's time come to evaluate effectiveness of campaign, we should compare responses between target and control group. And very important feature is that target and control group must be representative. To ensure it, we use an approach involving the use of clustering algorithm. How do we do it? First of all, we select target or control group randomly. When we have enough subscriber to train the model, we do clusterization, and we have several cluster of subscriber with similar attributes. Then we make a split on target and control group between this cluster. After we join target group from all clusters and control group from all clusters, these groups will be representative. To do it, we use functions of Apache Ignite. First of all, we must prepare our dataset. We use a preprocessor for it. We can select features, we can normalize this data, we can filter it, and after we send this dataset to our model. We use clustering model, which is inbuilt in Apache Ignite. We use its machine learning capabilities. But how we find this approach? There were two ways. The first one was about creation multi-component solution, and the second was about all-in-one solution. What is multi-component solution? It is the way when we have a lot of minimum two tools. The first one for storing data. We needed to store customer profile, contact history, and so on. And the second for creating model, do clusterization. But this approach have advantages and disadvantages. The most important advantage is ability to build a flexible solution. I mean that selecting between a lot of tools, you can find several which can require, which can satisfy all requirements and have a minimum restrictions. But there are a lot of disadvantages. The first of all, it's a complexity of administrative. Several components are more difficult to administrate than one. This increase the workload on the support team and requirement to its skills. Also, engineers who develop the system should have experience working with each of these components, and they develop them. Also, using multiple components in the single solution makes complicated integration. Where and when to train model, how to apply model, what is the best approach to bring data to machine learning component. We must answer these and other questions and don't make a mistake. But what about all-in-one solution? Its advantages in eliminating the disadvantages of multi-component solution. We don't need to move data between this component. It decreases the load of network and increase our performance. It's very important for us because, as Alexei previously mentioned, we must to meet SLA about 1.5 seconds. As for disadvantages, I'd like to mark two. The first one is about some restriction, because when we select a solution based on only one component, we must accept all advantages and disadvantages this particular tool. I mean, in our case, we select Apache Ignite, and we have to understand that it has advantages and disadvantages. We cannot combine some custom solution. And also, I'd like to mark that we can meet potential problems due to processing of batch and real-time tasks within one system. As a rule, usually when we have strong workload in real-time process, and when batch process starts, for instance, model training, it gets some resources from our system, and a real-time way can get a lack of resources, and it's quite difficult to share resources. But anyway, we analyze several architectures and decide to use Apache Ignite in our project. There are several features because we did it. The first of all, that in Apache Ignite, data storage and memory. It allows to provide very high-speed data access. We can read data rapidly, we can save data rapidly, and it works really fast. Another one important feature was native persistence, because let's imagine we have a very high-loaded business-critical system and something crashes or emergency stop and we lose all data. It's impossible in our case, and native persistence help us to save our data in this case. If something goes wrong and system crashed, data from memory disappeared, but we can upload them from our disk again and restart our system and goes on. Also, horizontal scalability is very important for us, because in the nearest future we are going to grow, we are going to increase the amount of subscribers, profiles, attribute, and it's much better to add new machines than migrate our solution from one big server to another one. And the most important feature is machine learning, because it allowed us to use only one component without transferring data from storage to machine learning tool. So, let's see.
Money slide. Yep. I call it money slide. Regarding performance, we have cool digits. So, totally, we have 10 million offer requests a day. What does it mean? Not all requests are leading to offers, yes? It just only 7 million offers per day from 10 million requests. Our customer base is 42 million subscribers. It's around Russia and other countries. So we have 6 communication channels. Communication channels means by SMS, what else further? SMS, push SMS, email, self-service, and something, okay. Yes. On every communication channel, we have 60 offers, predefined offers on the Teradata RTIM and WSO2 stream processor. On any for offer selection, we used around 300 conditions, and totally we have 100.5 milliseconds average response time on any requests now. At peak, we have 12,000 requests per second. Also, we made an in-house monitoring tool for our solution based on Grafana. You can see that around 50 milliseconds needed for our team for offer selection, and additional 100 milliseconds needs for Ignite for storing information and enrichment. Also, our monitoring shows you that all 17 machines are working, and we can see customer activity reducing by night hours from 0 to 4. Our customers are asleep. Okay, so this is a to implement this solution. We take around 1 year, and now this system in production, and our customer earn big money on this solution. This is a short presentation of our solution. If you have any questions, I'll happy to take an answers. Thank you. Any questions?
Were
Yes.
you all experienced with Ignite before you started the project?
Not yet. It was a first project based on Apache Ignite. We have Teradata, our team, as a offer selection, but our customer requirements was too much, extremely, how can I say, hard for us. Yes, and our solution are not getting on these requirements.
Alexei told that we didn't have experience in Apache Ignite. It's true, but he means that we didn't have production experience with Apache Ignite. Before that, we had several pilot projects using Apache Ignite, but not in such big installation and with such difficult task.
Yeah, works with. In case of our project, we faced too much problems with Apache Ignite, to be honest. Because we have performance testing before production starting, and we faced caches problem. Yeah, could you explain, please?
As we expected, that we can face these problems during starting batch processing together with real time, and we really faced it. But we solved this problem, divide all our big cluster on two. The first one for real time and the second one for model training, but it doesn't lead to ETL. Anyway, we send to machine learning cluster only data of subscribers who must be put to target or control group. That's all. Yes. There were Redis.
Yeah, it was Redis without machine learning because our project started around 1.5 years before, and Redis are not ready to our requirements.
As for multi-component solution, we looked at Apache Spark. But we decided that it would be better for this particular project to use Apache Ignite. I tried to explain why.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Super.